What's going on, guys? Jagira here. Got some wonderful post commentary of For Honor for you. It's going to be quite a long video, so feel free to pause right now. Go get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, a few biscuits. Come back, sit down, play and relax. And enjoy watching this beautiful gameplay. As you can see by the title, I do quite a few nice parries. And I think you all may enjoy the gameplay to come. As we can see, I'm now rocking Deathbringer. The name was made by one of my wonderful viewers. So congratulations. This is an homage to you, Deathbringer. You know, that name you made up, I will now keep for this character. He's the cousin of Golden Lawbro. And he's edgy as hell with his black iron and his death and his Grim Reapers and his spikes. So anyway, to the gameplay before I carry on just drooling over how my character looks. First few games of the day, I think this was game number 2, and obviously I need to warm up a little bit, but there we go. Get a parry him, get a heavy him, get a shove him. Should have done a light attack. I didn't do a light attack, and that is where I messed up. I noticed, I see back from the footage previously after I shoved, he didn't dodge, and that to me is usually an indication if people don't dodge, they are willing to take the light damage instead of taking the gamble. So that's a little tip for you guys. If someone doesn't dodge on your first shove, right, keep hitting them with the light. Then eventually they will dodge. Maybe. Anyway, mess up there. This isn't the first Kensei I've gone against. Well, it is the first Kensei I've gone against in a 1v1 scenario, because I no longer will be playing Dominion and Elimination and Skirmish, because I no longer have fun in those game modes, which is really sad, but it's got to the point that trying to survive the roaming death squads is just pointless. You know, I go into it, I come out with me orders, and that's it. Anyway, so here we go, round 2. Warming up a little bit more. I'm getting those guard breaks in, mainly because the guy's trying to dodge, and as he dodges, he is susceptible to guard breaks, as we all know. Should have shoved there. If I would have shoved, I would have got him off the edge. Doesn't matter though. Throw him off the edge anyway. I could have killed him with a heavy attack, but style dictates that he should die via gravity, because that is the edgy way to do it. Also, I have to say the Death Mist with this this black iron armor is the most beautiful combo ever. I mean, look at it. It's just... I really want Ubisoft to make... pardon me there. To make some weapons that are legendary, but look a little bit more suitable for people who want to wear the black armor. Because let's face it, all the legendary weapons you've got for Lawbringer currently, they're all golden, they're all sort of holy looking, and they go well with the gold armor, but nothing really goes well with the black iron armor. So, come on Ubisoft, work on it. Anyway, there you go, saying how I was doing well against the guy. He's now really whittling me down, because his feint game is getting really strong. So I'm now going basically super uber defensive turtle plays. There we go, get the parry. And we've basically now evened it up. So what I failed to do there was, I thought he'd still be doing the same stuff as he did the previous 2 rounds. Well, he didn't. Far from it. Instead of doing the top attacks, he then started doing them from the side. I wasn't expecting it. And every time I went for a guard break, he managed to sneak a light attack him. So well done by him. It means he was learning. Just doing a few guard breaks here. And get a shove, get a light. Like I said, he was willing to trade the lights. So that's another good way I can whittle him down. Sadly, he will just regenerate that back up. Throw him in there. I don't know why I don't get it. I think it's because he was too close. It doesn't matter. I get the guard break anyway, followed by the heavy. The stomp execution. God, doesn't that look absolutely beautiful. And it was rather nice because this guy said that he will have a second game against me. So we will now go on to the second game now. Here we go. The second game is now beginning. Up against the Kensei. He's still playing as the Kensei. Guessing it's maybe his favourite character he wants to play, but I remember what I've learnt from the first game. Has he remembered what he learnt from the first game? Does he know good ways he can exploit? Well, not really. He opens up with the same light attack, I therefore get the good Ad Mortem and Mickerson and punish him. Miss me guard break allows him to get a good one. That was a pretty nice trade. He did get a good helm splitter in on me though. Could have shoved, chose not to. Bit silly on my behalf, but get that parry, get the impale, get a heavy, get a shove, get a light, because remember he was willing to trade. And these are sometimes, guys, when you're against a Lawbringer, just take the chance and dodge. What I'm doing here, and it looks rather stupid, is I'm testing reach. Yes, I know he also has a long weapon, but I'm hoping if he lunges forwards and I lunge backwards, I can get my heavy to connect. A bit like that, but not like that. It works better against Orochis and Berserkers, things that have very short range. Against Kensei, it doesn't really work as well. Anyway though, I got the kill, sadly didn't get the execution. On to round 2. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to fight down here, because, you know, there's no point fighting near the edge, or the ledges, because, let's face it, it gets a wee bit boring. Manages to hit me with a helm splitter, get a shove, get the light. Guard break, he could have died then, and he was dodging quite a bit. I don't know why I did that, I could have done a heavy. Either way, I whittled him down with a few light attacks. Nice. Get a Mortimer Mickerson in him. Never do a... if you are a character that can have one of those side attack things, just don't throw them out randomly, because they are so punishable. And there we go. This is basically... oh. And, I mean, he should be dodging, but he chooses not to. He dodges there. Get the parry, get Ad Mortem Mickerson, and I impale him. I look him in the eyes. Stop doing that, you fool. Back down to the ground. And he's saying he can't swing. I think, I mean, honestly, yeah, I do agree with the guy here. He was getting, I was powering him a lot. But in the same aspect, while you're randomly throwing out swift strikes from the sides, and your start is always helm splitter from the top, you're making it really easy for you, for me. It's like raiders. Every raider ever will go to a heavy and then do the stunning tap. So I expect it. There you go, punished, dead. Not dead, but large chunk of damage. And here I'm just giving a little bit of friendly advice. You know what I'm saying? You know, your mix-ups are good. All I think is you need to have a bit of a stronger feint game, like he did in the first game, round 3. And it would be excellent. I think he would do great. There you go, whittle him with a few lights. And here comes the helm splitter. Get the impale. Get the heavy, get the shove, get the light. And see what I meant, guys? When you know what someone's going to do, it becomes so easy to basically counteract them. And like there, helm splitter again. He always starts with helm splitter. Sometimes, if you're on the receiving end and you're like, damn, this guy's always parrying my attack, switch it up. So, say you're a raider and your combo, you always start with a stunning tap. Switch it up. Let that solid heavy rip. And trust me, the guy's going to be really shocked. And then you're winning the psychological battle game here. Because he's like, right, you're not doing the same thing you did previously. So now you've got the guy actively thinking. And these are just, you know, little tips that I hope will help you guys out. Anyway, the Kensei doesn't want to play again, sadly. So we'll now go against our next opponent. So here we go, a new challenger approaches by the name of Dobany. No, he's not called Dobany. Still, I think every time a Lawbringer meets a Warden, you need to say, Dobany, show yourself. It's good role playing. So, up against a Warden, I usually do pretty well against Wardens. Obviously, the Warden's been nerfed here with a shoulder bash. So, it's... what's the best way to describe it? A little bit more safer, because now they have to anticipate you're going to dodge instead of waiting for you to dodge. So it's a little bit nicer being on the receiving end of a Warden. And therefore it means Wardens have to be a little bit more... what's the word to look for here? Trying to think. Wardens have to be... guessing more, I guess you could say. Basically, it's got like there. He had to start the guard break he started the guard break just as I dodged, so therefore he got it. He didn't wait for me to dodge and then guard break. So it was like, right, what is this guy going to do? It's really hard to find a word for that. Damn it, that's really bugging me now. And anyway, so I let that shoulder bash hit me because I thought he was going to guard break. Get a nice one in there. There we go. So close to dying to those spikes, but because I'm the cousin of Golden Lawbro, the Pope watches out for me. And there we go. Get that beautiful parry in and get that stomp. Seriously, when you can parry a Warden's top light, you know you're doing good in the game. Because those lights are quick as fuck and very hard to parry. Not as hard as the Peacekeepers, but still quite hard. So we are now going on to round 2. And I decide this is the best time to walk all edgy like up to him. There's some psychological warfare kicking off here. And you can see him over there now cowering like, oh shit. It's Jagira being the Deathbringer. What can I do? Let me pace up and down a little bit. I think I've got an idea. No, I've not got an idea. Oh god, what to do? Oh, alright, I'll fight him. And there we go. So, there we go. Parry the top light. Go for the impale charge. And see I fuck up here. I thought he would have hit the wall. He didn't. And I still had my top heavy fly. He parried it. I'm out of stamina. And this has completely shook me up. Because I'm like, wait, what's going on? I thought I was in control. I'm no longer in control. And now I'm dead. See? Just like that. And if you guys are wondering, but your guard stance was there. How did the attack hit you even though you was blocking it? It's because I tried to parry it, but I done the parry timing as if it was a light attack instead of it being a heavy attack. Anyway, so yeah, things like that. If you're going to use the environment, make sure you see the person ricochet back towards you before you start up with a combo. Otherwise, you know, it can be a little bit bad. He started with a heavy, so I got the push. There, do you see what he did there? He dodged. I'm like, right, well now, there we go. Switch it up. Doesn't dodge that time, rather nicely and rather smart of him as well. And he does a light attack there. I thought he would have done a heavy. I'm just waiting to see what he does. He's not done his own attack yet. Oh, there he goes. So there, I'm like, right. He doesn't use his own attack as much as most Wardens do, but then again, it is quite risky, and a lot of people are getting better with countering that stuff. He does a good parry. I'm now doing quite low. Get the impaling charge. I don't fall for the same mistake again. He didn't bounce against the wall. I let the heavy fly, get the damage in. And where is it? There we go. Parry that. He dodges, throw him back. And I kill him while he's hiding in the bushes because, you know, this is a PG channel. We don't need young people seeing Wardens being badly eviscerated across the chest by a massive poleaxe of versatility. Round 4. Tiebreaker round. Well, not really a tiebreaker round. It is the round of if I win this round here, I will win the game. So, I walk over. Well, I try and walk over edgy like. There we go. Yell out Daubeny. Forget how to spell Daubeny. Looking back at this, there is a level of cringe, but it's a welcome level of cringe. I should have said trial by combat, but I didn't. Alright. So he starts with a slow attack, dodges, shove, get the light in. There we go. He dodges again. I'm going to do a light attack this time instead of a shove. Could have shoved again there, but I chose not to. Shove there. And I thought he wouldn't have dodged this time, but he still did. There we go. What I could have done here was just have done a heavy, but I didn't. I did a light attack, so that's my fault. Should have done a heavy, I could have possibly killed him. There we go. He dodges. He dies. He gets stomped on. Anyway, so that is me against the Warden. As we can see, the moment you parry those top lights, You're totally in control. And this guy did ask to go again, so we shall let him go again. I just realised by saying we will let him go again doesn't really make much sense in English. What I meant to say is we will rematch him again. This time he's picked out his Lawbringer, so I'm showing him the art of law spamming. I have to be honest though, the pony with the Death Mist, it's like you're riding the pale horse of death. And Lawbringer vs Lawbringer fights are tedious and they are boring, but I wanted to include this because the guy did ask for a rematch, and I wanted to give him a rematch because he asked for it, so hey, stick it in the video as well. You guys can see what a Lawbringer vs Lawbringer fight is like, and hopefully you can see what I do to get a little bit better with it. So first round is really going to be based about feeling this guy out. What is he like? What does he do? Stuff like that. There you go. Dodges back. So I'm like, right, he's very dodge heavy. Get him into the wall. Get that top heavy on. Miss the stun, but I don't fall for the guard break. And then he done the long arm, which is really rare. I would never do the long arm in a 1v1 situation just because of how long it takes. Especially if your opponent's on a defensive stance, like I was. This was nice though, that was very nice. Anyway, if your opponent's on the defensive stance, they're going to react to seeing the long arm. When you really want to do it is when they're on a real heavy attacking stance. I think it'd still be lovely if the long arm gave hyper armor, because that would be amazing. There we go. And his pole axe is freaking the fuck out. There you go, it's calmed down now. That was a little bit spooky. So he plays his Lawbringer like he plays his Warden. If that makes any sense. You know, he's still the same player, just playing a different character. So there you go, trading a few lights. There. I dodge. Shouldn't have done that. Get the parry, get the light, get the heavy. There we go. I love doing that. Because they were like, right, okay. He remembered from the first game I let the heavy go. So he must have thought I was going to let the heavy go again. Fainted it. And there he's like, oh no, I can't cancel it because I'm fainting. And there we go, we fuck him. In the politest sense of the word. He does a lot of heavy feints into guard breaks. And whenever he shoves around, never, if you're against the Lawbringer, right, don't aggressively shove. In 1v1, do not aggressively shove. Because it's easily punished like that. I just wouldn't do it. I see people, I've seen him do it. I've seen videos on YouTube of Lawbringers aggressively shoving. Don't. It's so easy to be punished when you do it. Yes, it's powerful and it's got a wind-up time. And if it connects, it's rewarding. But that's the thing, if it connects. So here we go, round 3. Up against my little bro. Got to give him out the emote. He's not going to try the impaling charge as he failed last time. So respect to him. Get the parry. Get the impaling charge. Thought I would have hit it into the totem. Didn't. Quite sad. Block him. And once again thought I would have hit him into the totem, but I didn't. This is why I don't like this map. It's too open. I need more environmentals. I need to throw people into stuff. That was a beautiful, beautiful parry on my light attack though. There you go. He's really in control of the situation. I messed up there. But I'm now trying to regain it a little bit. With Lawbringer, if you don't keep that fluid momentum going, you can really lose it. Like here, I'm now like taking control. Done a Mortem Invictus. I don't know why I done that. See, I think what I was trying to do was parry it, but for some reason feint it, but for some reason my feint didn't work. Now I think back to it, that's the only logical thing I could have done. Sidestepped, but instead of going for a shove, I went for a light attack. This is therefore guaranteed damage, whereas a shove is a guaranteed stamina drain. This is a guaranteed damage. Which is rather nice. And we're now just guard breaking out. Get the parry, get the heavy. Once again I fail. I have Mortem Invictus. Goes down to the ground. Heavy. I could have followed up with a light attack, but I thought he was already dead. Which is why I didn't do it. Oh, the law spamming. There we go, he done long arm the law again. Should not have done that. That's very risky of me. But luckily it weren't punished. You know, make sure you always have full stamina before you commit to any moves. Alright. He's got revenge, but I trust him he's not going to use it. Because, you know, we are both civilized men. I now have revenge. And this is where it gets tense. Can you feel the tenseness in the air? He's out of stamina. Oh! Look at my HP, guys. Now's a good feint into a guard break. Didn't work, but he dodged. And he gets punished for it. He gets the stomped on. And that is GG. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching these 1v1s. If you did and you'd like to see more, please leave a like. If you enjoy my content and you're new here, leave a sub and become absolutely awesome. I've been Jagira. You've all been awesome. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.